Robinhood is going to give users access to their paychecks 2 days early, which is pretty interesting as like a product offering. But let's get into the story. So, Robinhood is developing a feature that will let users access their paycheck 2 days early as it looks to diversify and expand its offerings beyond trading, according to a Bloomberg report. The feature is expected to be in the next version of the Robinhood app, the report adds, and the technology would rival other fintech and banking companies like PayPal and Capital One that allow customers to get paid 2 days early. So eligibility for the program is at the discretion of someone's employer. Robinhood did not immediately respond to a comment, for a request for a comment. Ian Rosen, partner at the Tiffin Group and former CEO of StockTwist, said combining early access to a paycheck with an app that's helped fuel meme stock trading could be a recipe for some problems. I 100% agree. So I think combining their current model with that product will definitely encourage some ill-advised behavior. The newest version of the Robinhood app is expected to include other new features, including hedging against bets on crypto and investing spare change. It's unclear when the new version of the app will launch. So the news comes as Robinhood looks to expand its offerings beyond trading, and Robinhood Chief Financial Officer Jason Warnick emphasized the company's efforts to introduce new products last month in the company's second quarter earnings call. "We want to be the single place that our customers go for all things money," he said. Now that's interesting. Now Robinhood shares have faltered in recent weeks after the company warned a trading frenzy that buoyed the Robinhood's profits could slow in coming months. So the Silicon Valley-based company said its second quarter revenue more than doubled to $565 million, but mostly because of an explosion in crypto trading, a famously volatile space that could slow or face a regulatory crackdown at any time. So we expect seasonal headwinds and lower trading activity across the industry to result in lower revenues and considerably fewer new funded accounts than in the prior quarter, Robinhood said in a Wednesday statement. So earlier this week, shares dropped on news. Securities and Exchange Commissioner Gary Gensler is open to a possible crackdown on payment for order flow, which could dramatically affect Robinhood. So payment for order flow, the sale of customers' trades to market makers, makes up as much as 80% of Robinhood's revenue. Still, some investors note the stock is trading almost 28% higher than its IPO price of $38 per share. Overall, it has been a bumper year for the company that saw its number of accounts more than double. The Menlo Park, California-based company estimates it now has almost 22.5 million funded accounts, up from 9.8 million a year ago. So here's the thing, right? Don't do this, right? Like if a company offers you to get access to your paycheck 2 days earlier, don't do this, right? Because they know that they could get the majority of people to basically end up spending money that they were not going to spend money on. Now, as it comes down to like Robinhood, and if this is like a good plan or not, I think they just don't really know what they are, right? I'm starting to think that they're kind of like confused and like lost in like an ocean, and they're just like trying to find an island, right? And there might be like looking at like a mirage that kind of looks like an island, but might not be. It might just be like a shark, right? So either way, it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting product offering, but it's not new. It's not really creative. It's not really competitive, and this is going to end up probably bad for the user if a lot of users end up doing this, right? Like this could lead down a pretty dark path, because the type of person to like try to get access 2 days earlier for their paycheck, basically kind of like getting a loan, right, for their paycheck, is also the same type of person that would spend all of their money from like Social Security on lottery tickets, right? Like that's the same type of mentality that they're like more than willing to basically live paycheck to paycheck regardless of what's going on in their life. So yeah, I think it's just going to be pretty dangerous. But either way, if you need help with mastering your money and getting out of debt, go check out 40inbox.com.